Hi guys, hello, good afternoon. This is Rebecca. How are you all doing? I'm doing really good. Welcome to my live on Instagram and on Facebook. So today, we're going to talk about something different. I just hope you all are doing well. And what's the weather like where you are? Please tell me. Is it cold? Is it sunny? Is it dark? And tell me where you're watching from. Okay? Like and share my videos. It might help someone. Okay? So today we're going to be talking about, excuse my voice. My voice is a bit cracked. And it's not very clear today, so I'm sorry. Bit husky voice. So today we're going to be talking about investing in real estate and investing in yourself. So I asked myself a question a few years ago. I said, was it better to invest in a business or to buy myself a house right after my divorce? And I ask myself this frequently every time I buy myself a property, right? And looking at businesses take a while. Investing in a business is a gamble, right? It's 50-50. You don't know if it will work. You don't know if it will not work. So you're not very sure if it will work. But if you invest in a property, that's almost like guaranteed. So house prices are going to go up. Even if they go down, they'll still rise. They'll still go back up. So I said to myself, oh, it was best to buy myself a house than to spend money on a business, which I've already kind of started. And so I did just that. I bought myself a house right after my divorce when I paid my ex-husband his portion of the equity and decided to buy myself a house. And it was a good investment because doing that has helped me over the years to secure a good financial retirement or position for myself and my family, my kids. So I have these questions all the time of people asking me, how do you know what to invest in? Is it easy to buy a house? If you don't go to a realtor and ask and find out about the process of buying a house, you might think it's unreachable, but it's actually really possible to buy yourself a property. You see what I'm saying? So if you have a job and you, some like in the UK, all they need is for you to have maybe money down 5% or 10%, and if you're a first-time buyer, and also have a job or a promise of a job contract, and maybe 1 month or 3 months pay slips. It just depends on the banking company. And you can get yourself into the ladder, into the property ladder. So it doesn't matter if you are from Africa or you're from Spain or from South America or from Asia. It's really good to invest into property because it's a good way of securing your future. And maybe that one property you buy might lead you to buy more properties. Now, I've found too many people who spend money investing in expensive handbags, expensive shoes, going on expensive holidays, and they have nothing. They have no house. They're still renting. And renting is just wasting your money to, some landlord, or you're just paying someone else's mortgage when you can be paying yours and owning your own property. So I will advise you, not advise you because I don't give advice. I would encourage you, if you want to buy yourself a property, visit a realtor, go to your bank, see how you can invest in buying yourself something. Save your money, I remember when I had that money, I was thinking, oh, should I do the business or should I go on holiday of a lifetime? or should I, save more money up and buy myself a home? And I did that, and it's paid. So the good thing is that when you buy yourself a property, you can either rent it out, you can still be living in that property and do Airbnb, you can be living in that property and rent a room out, to help pay the mortgage, and that property will rise in value. It will rise in value. Sorry, I have a cold. That's why my voice is so husky today. That property will rise in value. So invest wisely, and invest in yourself by building up yourself. Even when you're in a relationship, don't rely solely on your... Sorry, I need a drink. Okay, I have a cold. One moment. So, excuse me, I apologize. So don't, even if you're in a relationship, don't rely solely on, oh, my partner is paying for everything, so it's fine. You can have your own house, you can rent out your own house while you're living with your partner, or you two can have an investment, rent out that property, and maybe go ahead and buy another one in a few years, and that property will be a good investment property, or a good retirement property for you two, or good money for retirement. When I moved to America, it's one of the first things I said to my husband, like, it's nice to live in Hollywood, it's nice to live in LA, in a nice area, but I was more than glad for us to invest in a property, even if it wasn't in the, in LA, but to get into the property ladder in the USA. So you can get into that property ladder and then go from there. Even if you want to buy your dream home and you don't have the money to buy your dream home, you can buy an investment, do it up, or buy an investment and say, okay, I'm going to have this as a starter home. And in a few years down the line, you can make some money and then be able to buy another more expensive house, right? And make more money, and then buy your dream home with less payments. So you've got enough money to even pay your dream home in a space of 5 years because you've invested, or 10 years because you've invested on properties. So invest, I would say, invest in yourself, invest in properties. The bags won't take you anywhere. Like, when I was younger, I used to spend money buying so much expensive bags. Like, it's crazy. Expensive bags that wouldn't take you anywhere. They wouldn't even... Nobody cares if you wear that Louis Vuitton bag or that Chanel bag. Like, it's just for a moment. And you buy expensive cars. When you drive out of the garage, the car is already lost 5 or 10% of its value. Buy a cheap car, save your money, buy yourself a home. In 10 years, you would have 100,000 or 200,000 in your pocket. And then you can buy that expensive bag or go on that expensive holiday because you have more than enough money. And you can reinvest that money into buying even a better property, your dream home. So I encourage you all, even if you're trying to get, you're trying to repair your marriage, or you're in the process of divorce, and you're looking forward to the future and you're not sure what the future holds, invest in yourself, get that property, see how, go to the bank, ask them, how can I get a mortgage? How can I buy a house? And in that process, you'll be surprised you're able to buy a house. I have encouraged people who never thought they could get into buying themselves a home, and they have. I have a sister here in California. She has 13 houses, right, in America. In California, she has most of her properties, at least 8 or 9 in California. And most of those houses have doubled or tripled their prices from when she bought them. And now she's 50, she can retire, she can sit comfortably and just enjoy her money, enjoy returns from rents, and just relax and enjoy her life. So you can start making that investments for yourself today and say, I want to invest in myself. I want to save that last money. I want to, have enough money to put down as a down payment for myself, for my future. So I encourage you all to do that. Encourage you all to say, instead of buying that bag for, you know, $8,000 or $5,000, save that money, add a little bit more, and that will be a good enough down payment to buy a real estate property for yourself that in 10 years' time will completely have paid off itself, or would double in price, and you will have enough money enjoying the equity from that property, you know. So I'm just answering a question that someone asked, like, how do I get into the property ladder? You can. You know, recently, I don't know if you follow Cora, the Nigerian singing princess. She bought a house in LA for $1.6 million, and everybody was like, wow, that's a lot of money. Yes, it is, but it's a good investment. She's doing that for herself and her kids, right? Invest in properties, you know, invest in yourself, invest in things. And when I say invest in yourself, that property you're buying one day can go to you, your children. That one day can come as a good retirement fund for you when you get older, right? We're all getting older. And invest in yourself. You can buy yourself a property. You can go back and get that education if you need that education. If you really want an education, invest in an education that could bring you a better job. And even in business, you can get a loan from the bank and say, I want to start a business with your LLC or your registered company. And you can grow your business that way. So if anything happens, it's your business that collapses and not you. So you don't get bankrupt, but your business can go bankrupt if it doesn't work out, and you can restart. But invest in something. Go and find out how to buy a property. Buy a property for you. Buy an investment for yourself and your children. And if you don't have children, well, it's a good retirement for you. And you can spend all your later years of life traveling and relaxing and playing golf and buying that expensive bag that you so wish to. But, you know, this is the time to invest in your future. Ask questions. And you find that it's not so hard, you know. If you get a job, if you can, and 1 month pay slips or 3 months pay slips, improve your credit score. Make sure your credit score is top notch, and you can get the mortgage of, you know. And if you can't even pay the mortgage, rent it out. Rent it out to Section 8 or rent it out to people. Airbnb your property, you know. And you find out that you will grow financially, you know. And if you don't want to keep that job, you don't have to. You know, because you have something that's bringing you money. So invest in yourself. It's all I'm going to say. You know, try it out. Go ask questions. Go to the bank. Go to your realtor. Ask questions. Say, how can I buy a property? I want to buy a property. What do I do? What's the process of getting myself a good investment property, or a property that you know, that can be solid in a solid location, that can bring me good money in the future? Go ahead and ask. When we bought this house was there was a lot of work to do in this house, but we bought it and we went ahead and did the work that needed to be done. And like that, you gain equity too. Investing in an old property and revamping it and making money from it. So invest in real estate. You know, invest in other things that can better you, not just material things like bags and shoes and dresses. You know, invest in proper solid foundation like brick and mortar. Buy a house. You know, buy a house. Get an education. Something solid. Invest in yourself and your children, because that investment will pay for your retirement. It will pay for your future. When I see girls carry expensive bags, I'm not jealous of them, because I've been there and done that, and I know it's all like waste of money. Have something solid that you can show off for yourself, that can bring you a better retirement, that can be a good retirement for your children. So maybe you can decide to sell an investment property that has tripled or doubled itself and say, okay, here's 100,000, my son, invest that to get your own home. Yes, 100,000, my daughter, invest that to get your own home. So you have money because you invested at the right time. So invest in yourself and it will yield. Okay, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with buying expensive bags and shoes. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, think about it. That $10,000 bag or that $5,000 bag, is it worth spending that much on a bag, or is it better putting that money as an investment into a property that could be a better return for your retirement? And before you know, 20 years is over and that house is paid off, right? And that can bring you a big yield, big return. So that's the talk for today. I just thought I'd answer someone's question regarding how do I buy a house? What do I do? Learn the laws of the land. You know, go and find out. And it doesn't matter if you're an immigrant. It doesn't matter if you're a citizen. Go and ask questions. See how you can get your feet into the real estate business. You know, get that degree you want. Get something solid, not just something materialistic like a bag or shoes. Invest in something big, right? For yourself and your future. Okay? So that's our talk for today. I want to thank you so much for watching. And I hope you come back again. Please keep sending your questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. And if you have any questions that is personal and you want to ask me, send me a message and I would see if I can help you in any way, and I'll be more than glad to help you. Okay? And if I can't help you, I apologize. I don't know everything, but I know, I mean, if I can, I will help you in any way I can. All right? Okay, thank you guys for watching, and please do come again. All right, have a good one. Bye. Share my videos among your friends and family. Okay, thank you. Bye.